Cricket is a game that has been played around the world for centuries. However, in Rwanda, it's only 18 years old. Many people claim it to be the nation's fastest growing sport and one that has helped towards Rwanda's reconciliation process following the tragic 1994 genocide against the Tutsi people.
It's a game that started up with the genocide, with some of the Rwandans that have been living in exile. They count like Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania. And coming back to Rwanda, having been introduced to the game in exile, they also introduced the game in Rwanda.
A few students at the National University in Butare, returning from Uganda, just happened to have some equipment with them. So they started to have a knockabout, and before they knew it, there was some Indian businessmen in Huye town that heard about boys at Butare University playing cricket, and they came to join.
Subsequently, a cricket club in the country's capital, Kigali, was formed, and the Rwanda Cricket Association established shortly after. In 2003, Rwanda was affiliated into the International Cricket Council. Eddie Mogarura is the president of the RCA.
We managed to spread cricket from Kigali, where it was for the first maybe 8 years of its time in Rwanda, to 14 different districts. It's quite remarkable in a space of about 10 years to have the game grow so fast. And just last year, we managed to bring on more than 3,000 new players into the game in just 2018.
Until recently, Rwanda's only cricket ground was very bumpy, overused and made of mat. The pitch on the outskirts of Kigali also has a dark past. It was the place where approximately 2,000 Tutsis were massacred during the summer of 1994.
Even though the game grown in number, but everyone to play cricket, you had to come in Kichukiro at the old ground. So that was really a very big challenge. But that was the past. Because since Rwanda Cricket Stadium Foundation came in, that became the past and we have a future.
The Rwanda Cricket Stadium Foundation, now known as Cricket Builds Hope, is a charity that was founded 10 years ago to build the country's first proper cricket ground. The Gahanga Cricket Stadium, dubbed the Lords of East Africa, officially opened in 2017. As well as having first-class facilities, the space also offers free HIV testing and educational workshops for the local community. Former men's national cricket captain Eric Dusingizimana was instrumental in the development of Gahanga.
I attempted to break the Guinness World Record, raising awareness of cricket in Rwanda, raising money for the construction of the stadium, and breaking the Guinness World Record by beating 50 hours from Village Man, an Indian who holding that record. And yeah, I batted for 51 hours.
Katia Wamahoro also helped to fund Rwanda's new stadium by breaking the Guinness World Record for the longest net session in women's history. The 26-year-old is a leading batswoman for her national side, and she also plays for a charity cricket club who were in action at Gahanga Stadium when Trans World Sport was in town.
My ambition is to inspire many girls to play cricket, to bring so many girls to know how that they can also do it.
There are a number of Rwandans like Katia who are dedicated to the development of their sport. 30-year-old Eric Dusabemongo Higwa is one of the nation's top cricketers and also coaches youngsters getting into the game. Eric is also an ambassador for Cricket Without Boundaries, a charity that aims to inspire and empower young people through playing cricket.
For the first time when you come, you have to enjoy it. Only we focus on enjoying. When they are coming more, so it is where we teach them the technique.
We call him Tolerik. He's the coach, he's the national team captain, and he made a decision to live on the outskirts of Kigali simply because he wanted to grow the game. And he's managed to bring about 6 schools on board single-handedly. He's trained so many girls, about maybe 4 or 6 of his girls are playing for the national women's side.
Cricket is now played in over 90 schools across Rwanda, with the men and women's game very much on an equal playing field. Former women's national captain Mary Minor has been at the forefront of the game's development.
You know, cricket in Rwanda is not even 2 decades old. So there's that, advantage that cricket was introduced to the male and the female almost at the very same time. You know, we play with men socially, and it's normal. Like, we use the same equipment that Eric would use. I would use the same equipment. I would use the same facility, and we would try and play at the same time. So there was that boost that boosted a lot of confidence in women's cricket, whose development hiked in a very high rate for the past 4 years. It was just shoot in a very high rate, to the point that today, this year, the women's are joining the ICC tournaments for the first time, and it's quite an improvement.
Recently, the Rwandan national men's and women's sides were granted full 2020 international status by the ICC. It's a big step forward in the professional game. For this small, landlocked nation in East Africa, the future of cricket is seemingly bright.
I believe one day Rwanda will play the World Cup, but the game is really growing, and an ambition is spreading the game far from all the region of Rwanda. Maybe if all the sectors had at least a team, that would be very good for the development of cricket in Rwanda.
A sport in Rwanda is not just a sport, it's more like a lifestyle where people are one big family, massive cricket family.
Rwandans have taken to the game. They love it. It seems intrinsically linked to the Rwandan way of life. So I think it's just the right game for Rwanda, and maybe in another 10 years, who knows, we'll be talking of Rwanda in the T20 World Cup.